Hi everyone!
Hi!
Welcome to Wedding Wednesdays, where we're going to
Yes.
talk to you about tips and tricks to help make your wedding even better.
Yes, we're so excited. This is a new segment for us, and we just want to share with you experiences and those fun things and tips, best things, I guess, to help make your wedding even better.
Yeah, so I'm Doug, and this is
I'm Destiny.
We're from Wedding Without Deading, and we want to tell you one thing that can help make your wedding run as smooth as possible, and that is having one person run your wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, it might seem
very, very important.
Yeah, and it might seem easy to do, but I mean, not everyone can do it. And we're going to talk about some things really fast.
Yeah.
For example, there's two people that cannot be the person running the wedding, and lo and behold, it's the bride and the groom. Yeah, you're going to be busy. You don't want to do it anyways.
Nope. You don't want to have to worry about that. It's really important that you guys get to enjoy your day. That's why you've planned this entire thing, is you want to have a party, you want to celebrate, you want everyone to share in that celebration with you.
Yeah. So
make sure that you guys are able to enjoy it. That's the whole point.
Yeah, and there has to be one person running it, not multiples, not 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be one only. 1
point person.
And now they can have people helping them, but there can only be one. So they're going to go to that person if they have any questions or anything. And yeah.
Yeah, we've been to weddings where, no matter what the budget, this isn't necessarily for someone that got a really big budget, or someone that has, a really small budget. It's either way, you need one person. So, for example, we just went to a wedding, and they literally didn't really have any sort of point person whatsoever.
No, they had a couple different people. So
they were just kind of like volunteers.
Yeah, they had multiple chefs in the kitchen, and it worked out in the end. Not everything was as smooth as possible. Like, for example, setup is a little tricky because there were some things with the decor being set up. People didn't quite know how to set certain things up because it was not in the decor list.
Right, which is the decor checklist that we talk about in the course.
Yeah, which you can purchase right now if you want. We have so many tips and tricks in there to help you along with the whole planning process. But yeah, they did not have this particular thing in the decor checklist, and nobody knew exactly what to do because everyone was talking about what they think the bride wanted or what they didn't want. And so eventually someone decided it's going to be this way, and this is how we're going to do it.
Yep.
And because it was silverware on the plate. Yeah, so they didn't know if they wanted the silverware on the plates or next to the plates. And
even like later on in the evening, there was more things that got brought up that a point person would have been really good to have. Like when to pour the champagne for the champagne toast.
Yeah. Where
in the timeline was that? And so someone had to go back and be like, hey, we need the champagne poured. And then everyone kind of there was 5 volunteers that went around and poured champagne and sparkling cider for those toasts. But yeah.
Yeah, if you're joining us, leave a comment so we know you're here, so we can say hi to you, because we like sad people. Some more examples. We went to another wedding where there was a point person, and the point person wasn't really doing their job, which is keeping the wedding on track and having everybody, be on the same page. So if you choose someone to be that point person, you have to let them know that they have to be able to, talk to crowds, and they have to be able to handle themselves under pressure if it ever comes up.
Yes, and make sure, this is why we say in the course, read your contracts, that if you do have, a contracted person or even, a friender, meaning vendor that's a friend that's just happening to, do this for you as a gift or something, make sure to make a contract with them. So that way everyone's clear on everyone's responsibilities and what's going to be required of that day or expected of that day. So that way, the bride and groom are sitting there afterwards, they're not going this person didn't do this, why not? We were expecting them to do it, and then it causes a rift in their relationship, or the bride and groom are stressing about it the day of the wedding. You don't want any of that, so make sure you have a contract.
It happens all the time with brides and friends. They especially people who take pictures. I hear all the time in communities about people getting mad at their friend who took pictures for them at the wedding and they didn't turn out very well.
Yeah.
And you can't go back and retake them.
No,
you can do mock shoots, but yeah, you have to be able to have that contract and know what's going to happen. I recently just talked about in this video that person that you choose to be the point person, they have to be able to control crowds as well. And this is especially important right after you get married. The bride and groom are going to go off and take pictures with their family.
Yep.
And it is so important to nail down that time in that section like as efficiently as possible. Otherwise, it pushes your whole wedding reception back.
Yeah, because then you're off still taking pictures and no one's there to actually start the wedding reception.
Yeah.
To celebrate. I mean, that's the whole point.
Well, also, if you have a big family, everyone wants to talk and mingle right after the wedding, especially with the bride and groom, and you need to have that, kind of stern person saying, all right, this person needs to come up and take pictures with the bride and groom, and this person's next, this person's after them, and you have to get that train of people going for those pictures. It's very important. Otherwise, you might push your whole wedding back. You might have to not do things that you want to do, such as the garter toss or bouquet toss. That's one of the things that might get cut if it gets too late in the night. Yeah,
you could still do them, but you couldn't guarantee that you're going to get those photos.
Yeah.
Because photographers most of them do, a set number of hour packages, and unless you want to pay them so much extra to stay to make sure that you do get those photos, you may miss out on that opportunity. So that's why it's always really important to have someone in charge that is able to make those, last minute stage managing decisions of, hey, dinner's running behind, so we need to make up for that. Maybe we're going to not do so much of that open dancing and we're going to shove all those events up a little bit, and then we can do the dancing afterwards.
But hey, if you don't have that point person, who's going to decide that?
Yep.
You're going to be busy eating cake and dancing. You're not going to worry about it. You're not going to want to worry about it.
Nope.
So let someone else worry about it.
Exactly. We had our own point person, and just an example from ours is we were off having fun, taking pictures in the photo booth, and all of a sudden our point person comes up to us and goes, hey, so your photographer's leaving in a half an hour. We have to get, your bouquet, your garter toss, your thank you speech, all of these things done before they leave. But we had no clue what time it was.
Yeah.
You're on such an emotional, roller coaster the entire day and on this high and having a blast. You have no clue what time it is. So that's why you need that point person to kind of be, your clock, to be, the one that's going ding, ding, ding. We gotta do things. So
alarm clock. Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't want just a glorified alarm clock either. We want someone who cares. And we want someone who's invested in you as the couple.
Another great example of that, another wedding we went to, the point person was not invested, and they did not care how the wedding ran, how it was going well or smoothly. They were off in the back texting on their phone and not caring.
Yeah, so that's why it's really important. Either you have, a point person, your DJ is a great person to help the night run, but also you need to have that point of contact that is invested in you as the couple as well.
Don't grab some random guy in the street saying, hey, run my wedding.
Ew, no.
No, let it be a friend or family, and make sure they're good with crowds. They can control crowds. They have a loud voice, so they can direct people.
Yeah.
Make sure they're directives.
Yeah, with that is our tip for today.
Yeah,
and
we have so many more online
we do.
At www.weddingwithoutdating.com. You can purchase the course.
Yes.
We have an online community that we talk to a lot. It's called the Fiancé Family that comes with the course if you purchase it. And we're going to be doing a lot of workshops coming up where we talk to everyone more like a one-on-one kind of thing. You can ask us questions about weddings. You can ask us, advice about your whole planning process. We talk to a lot of people there.
Yeah,
and we do in the course too. So even if you don't make the workshops, you can still purchase the course. It gives you full access to us. You can ask us questions anytime. And if you don't ask us questions, we'll actually reach out to you and see how you're doing in your planning process.
Yep.
And I believe that's coming up pretty soon. So you should actually go on that website, again, Wedding Without Dating, www.weddingwithoutdating.com.
Correct.
And sign up for the newsletters so you know exactly when we do those workshops.
Yep.
And
sign up for them so you can ask us questions.
Yeah, it's coming up fast. It's going to be here like that.
Yep.
And again, this is Wedding Wednesdays. We're gonna try to do this every Wednesday.
Yes.
Around this time. If we don't, we're probably planning someone's wedding. So
Yes.
we run a busy life, trying to do a lot of
you.
things, a lot of weddings. So if we're not in line, don't worry about it. Catch us next Wednesday.
Or send us a message.
Yeah, if you have a question.
Yep.
But with that, it's great talking to everyone that showed up.
And we hope you have a great night.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.